Welcome back to Leonida Oranges. It's your boy Mo, also known as Blackwater Mo, Blackwater, Missouri. And today I want to look at trailer one with new eyes. Now that we've seen the pre-orders, the screenshots, the Ultimate Edition, I want to go back and look through and see if there's anything that we might have overlooked or not seen. So I'm going to do it 4K. Screen by screen. I actually don't know if this is 4K or not. I'm using an iMac. I hope it's 4K, but either way, it's going to be high quality, and we're going to do it screen by screen. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we'll do this puppy the way it's meant to be done. All right, GTA 6, trailer 1. We're going to do her screen by screen. Starting now. Hopefully you don't hear all of me clicking, click, 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 as I go through frame by frame. Interesting enough to see all of the dense traffic and these NPCs that'll have their own lives. Is that guy in that Patriot beer truck, is he actually gonna go and deliver that beer? The guy behind him with the boat, is he gonna go put that thing in some water? I don't know. Interesting to see. One thing I will point out, for this to be one state, there are a ton of airplanes and flight vehicles, helicopters. Does that mean we're going to go to Gloriana? I don't know. A lot of airplanes, ton of them. The wildlife is crazy. You see birds and animals pretty much in every screen. So hunting and fishing is going to play a huge role, especially with the boats. Interesting story background right here. You see this photo on the bottom right? Let me see if I can zoom in on that. I wonder if this is Lucia, her sisters, and her mother. One of these is Lucia with her dad in prison, right? And they're visiting her dad. Her dad's the one who taught her how to fight. I wonder if that's going to play some role here. Look at the detail in this bunk. Oh, it's disgusting. The rust. And then we see a lady sitting in a chair here, one of those little plastic outdoor chairs. I can't make out if these things say anything on them. But yeah, that's interesting. Interesting little story background, perhaps. Who knows? Let's keep going. While we're in jail, I just thought about this. Somebody mentioned, and I'm pretty sure it was one of those AI videos, so I apologize in advance, but they mentioned that you could get arrested, and if you get arrested, you would go to jail. And it would be like an in-game day or in-game week or something like that, and you just have to play as the other character or something or another. I don't know the details of it. I don't know if it's true, but her being in prison right here, what made me think of it. I'm pretty sure this young lady right here, I believe her name is Stephanie or something like that. She's gonna play a significant role, especially as you see that green vest on the back on the hook right there. We see Lucia wearing that in trailer 2 when she's doing the community service. So maybe this is her PO. She got to come and do P drops for her and stuff like that. And then we cut to the real stuff. Crazy boat. Once again, look at all those dolphins we've seen in the screenshots. Lucia on the boat on the Squallow with the dolphins. And there's a shark, looks like dead center, maybe a turtle right here, possibly. Kind of off center frame. Another shark hella close to the shore. Crazy. Ridiculously dense beach. Like there's probably 100 people on this beach. We see the tents are color-coded, yellow, pink, blue, and looks like red or maybe pink again. Starts over down there. The city. Once again, a helicopter coming from the left flight. And then we see the 919 advertisement in the sky on the plane over here. Why 69 when you can 919. Interesting. But look at all these balconies with the different towels and different floaties and stuff like that. And there's like a little penguin floaty on this one. There's a surfboard right behind. Whenever this play pause head goes away, you see that surfboard right above that palm tree on that one towards the bottom. I seen another one of those AI videos yesterday talking about surfing. And the guy was so mad. He's like, well, they don't even know if surfing's in the game. But yeah, there's a surfboard there on on a balcony. I'm kidding, but also serious. And then we get the Rockstar Games. Can you guys hear me clicking that? Once again, look at the detail on these balconies. You can see some floaties. You can see some towels. Just interesting that they would put different things on them. And then if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see these interiors. You can see some plants. You can see some lighting structures. You can see the different curtains are pulled back to varying degrees. Crazy. Once again, the wildlife hunting. You see this person on the fan boat with the shotgun on their way to do some hunting, no doubt. Gator hunting. But look at all these different type of birds. We got flamingos. We got like some sort of ducks here. We got some cranes in the background, center frame right beneath that flamingo. These are like herons over here on the bottom left. So many different type of birds in just this one shot, not to mention the deer drinking in the water, a couple of gators, some other type of rodents over here. Crazy amount of detail. I love this shot, mostly because all the cake's out, but also look at everybody in their phone. This guy in his phone recording this girl in her phone. These people in the water back here in her phone, these people taking a selfie with their phone, this lady in her phone, these guys in her phone. Like, imagine doing a crime on this beach. Oh my goodness, could you imagine doing a crime and with the wanted system or people just capturing it on their phones? Oh man, it'd be so hard, so difficult. Once again, 4 helicopters. There's a helicopter top left. Then there's that one right behind the cloud that's like red, white, and blue. We see the Sea Sparrow on the right, as well as some sort of jet. A lot of aeroplanes or helicopters all over the place. Wow, remember I mentioned that dude earlier putting his truck in the water? Look at this surfboard on top of that truck. But then the trailer, I said putting his truck in the water, going to the water with the boat in the opening scene. Here's a truck it's probably these sea dudes that are in there, but I mean, still having to actually go to the water, that NPC. That's interesting. Pretty dope. That wasn't premeditated. Didn't see that coming. Another airplane, just pointing that out. I'm assuming that this is a boat race of some sort, just because the guys are nicely dressed, no firearms that I can see, and then just 4 speedboats going across. Then we have Jason and Lucia here with this car that looked like it got some carbon fiber on it, hella clean, hella detail, hella customization. And then we got this guy right in front recording Lucia. I mentioned in another video that I imagine the RDR2 compendium is going to be like our social media feed where we got to go around and capture all of these moments and these opportunities. And maybe this is one of them. Lucia hanging from a car. You get some sort of trophy for doing this. And this guy recording this. Jason looking up at Lucia in awe as he does. He's so in love and she betrays him. I'm just kidding. I don't know. This here is Ride Out Customs. Excuse me. Now that we've got the pre-orders, we can see that this PMP right here in green says Ride Out Customs right there on the windshield. And then this is a donk. Obviously, this lowrider right here with the beautiful paint job. Excuse me. And then like I said, the donk with the 27-inch decal in the back window with the pink, hella clean. Now, I hate that Ride Out Customs hopefully there's another way to get donks and lowriders, not just through Ride Out Customs, because this is advertised in the first trailer. If you're gonna put that behind a $100 paywall, that's really unfortunate. Though I did already pay the $100. Are those spinning rims on this gold car right in front of the pink one? You see them right there? They look. Are they moving, or am I? That's a figment of my imagination. If they got spinners in here, I'm gonna definitely have me some spinners for sure. Got the we transferred to. I'm assuming this is the Jack of Hearts. This is Booby Ike's place of employment, or not his place of employment, his place that he owns. Notice the money on the floor. Like, look at all the money on the floor. Like, look at all the money on the floor. Like, this is a booming business. You see, they got multiple levels. There's people upstairs. Make it rain Mondays. There's money falling from the sky. Ladies working upstairs. Ladies working down here. Look at the weatheredness on this handle on the guy and the girl to the right. The stair railing. You can see the welding on there and the screws. Crazy. Then you see the ladies with the bottles and the things. That's like me when I'm at the Applebee's and I order the sizzling skillets. That's how I feel. I want to freeze on this dude for a second because he got 3 chains, gold teeth, fancy glasses, gold rings, gold watch. Like, imagine like when we would rob a train in RDR and you would just loot everybody or steal stuff from everybody. Imagine being able to take this dude's chains and his rings and his Rolexes and dump them off to a fence. You know what I mean? On dead bodies, you would sometimes get a gold tooth in RDR too. I'm going to go ahead and kill this dude and take these golds. No, I'm just kidding. Unless you're going to do it. But yeah, that just keeps coming back to me over and over, being able to rob NPCs. Look at his detailed tattoos as well. They hella clean on both of these gentlemen. I think this is just displaying, of course, the helicopter to the left and then the plane to the right, but just how dense the world is. Just this one little piece that's right in front of us, not even looking at the city skyline that's behind us, but look at all those boats in the water, people on the balconies, varying furniture on the balconies, like, and honestly, this like little toll booth in the middle makes me think of Vice City when you was going through Tommy Vercetti's house. You had to go through and pay that toll, and I just drive right through. But yeah, look at the varying sizes of boats. Like, we have this big old boat over here on the right, just off of that island or headed towards that island. And then we got all these smaller, like, little yachts over there, like, crazy. Love this scene. Ocean View Drive or Ocean View Hotel. We are evidently going to have a garage around here somewhere. Got the Cheetah Classic center frame with the cheetah plates. The beautiful baby blue Comet right there, looking hella clean. And then you see the guy, once again, dead center right behind the cheetah. Looks like he's recording something, landscape. So recording something landscape versus vertical, horizontal. Portrait versus landscape mode is going to matter to a certain degree as far as what medium you're going to, or is this for YouTube or is this for TikTok, right? Is this for Life Invader or is this for, I don't know what the Instagram is, but that's pretty cool. Attention to detail. Look at the grease on the sack that this homeless guy has right here. He's got grease on his food sack right there on the bottom right where the 3 ladies are walking. And it looks like he has an iguana as a pet. Homeless dude got an iguana and got his life together. And then we cut to this club, which is, once again, just dense. People everywhere, right? You know, in GTA Online, we used to have the real DJs. I'm not sure if this lady is a real DJ or not, but she looks pretty in-depth, like they put a lot of attention and time into her. But so do all of these NPCs. But this club is packed. Like, for those of us that own clubs in GTA Online, your club is very rarely that packed. Once again, another airplane just coming through, right? Like I said, just airplanes. There's a blimp at the dead center of the screen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a ton of boats in the water, varying degrees of sizes from like rowboats, tugboats to like yachts. Like, just the marine life is going to be crazy. Appears to be some people on marine, like on Sea-Doos down here at the very bottom in the center screen as well. And then once again, this lady, 1,000% sure this is Lucia. Not a doubt in my mind that this is not Lucia, especially now with the customization that we've seen, the braids. And then these are the exact same baby hairs from the screenshots that we see where Lucia has her hair braided. So this is 1,000,000% Lucia, if you ask me. And then once again, gentleman directly to the right there in his phone, as well as helicopters and airplanes. There's probably a helicopter and an airplane in every single scene. Not much to see here. Watch this be like something super important. Not much to see here. Fun fact about this is actually fake. Like this is from like, I want to say Bad Boys 2. And then other movies started to use it, but this is not even in real life. It's a movie prop. Another airplane here for Dad Bod Squad. But now we get into the social media aspect, which I think is going to play a huge role. Got the guy popping bottles. You see his tan. He looks burnt around his neck, right? And then the lady directly to the left of him, she looks burnt on her shoulders. Where the lady to the left of her, she's a more caramel skin, doesn't look as burnt. So I think that that's pretty interesting. Will Jason and Lucia? Will Jason get burnt in the sun? Lucia being of a browner tone, maybe she won't get, but Jason will probably get burnt in the sun. Then we have Poach here, who I think is going to play a huge role. This is the official Poach channel or page. I think they're going to play a huge role when it comes to hunting and what we can and cannot hunt. It says, have a vice day. And I love how the people in the back are just walking like this is just another day. You know, classic Florida man. This is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure that this is a video shoot. You see the guy on the trunk of the pink car in the center. Looks like he's got a camera over his shoulder. And then we zoom down and we see the two ladies on top of the car. I'm pretty sure this is I forget the name of the ladies. But, you know, they're supposed to be like city girls. Now I want to point out that these previous ones have been like social media, right? But this is now CCTV. This says front door, 958-47, right? So this is like CCTV footage and it plays a role. So this isn't just someone recording with their camera, right? So I think that that's something worth mentioning or taking note of, that we're going to have to be mindful of CCTV footage. And then boom. So we go from social media to CCTV, and now look, we're at body cam footage, right? Like this is, I don't know if this is Jason being a police or whatnot. I know that's a part of it, but I think maybe when it comes to an arrest, if you surrender, if you're, or the police are doing something wrong, body cam footage could come into play because that's really prevalent in our current society, right? Body cam footage revealing what really happened a lot of times. And then we cut back to the sheriff chasing down somebody. It looks like they're in a thong. But one thing I think we could take away is how heavy this person is. Can we make Lucia look like Fat CJ, like in San Andreas? Getting back to General Custard Cannon, back to live feed. I wonder how the NPCs, how they react to road rage and things like that. And then once again, this is Ride Out Customs, as we can see the decal right there in the center window. Vice Vinyl, Crosstown. And I can't see what that says right there. Like it's hot, something like it's hot. Rapid like it's hot. Okay. Rapid like it's hot. Okay, so probably still some sort of car club customization aspect of it. Pretty cool. And then he has that same smiley face. But you know this is Ride Out Customs because look at the flakes in that paint right there. Beautiful. And the rear view mirror is reflecting. Like, that's crazy. And look at his hair physics. Love it. I'm going to rob him and take that watch, though. And no sunglasses. Here's another person with skin look like they got sunburn. Probably needs to cover up, protect himself. I love those socks, though. Some people think this is Michael DeSantis' daughter. I disagree. But if she is, that's cool too. I'm all about those little Easter eggs, and you know Rockstar is known for that stuff. But this looks like One-Eyed Willie's right here. So these are cars that will get customized at One Eye Willie's, more than likely, where we can do some off roading. We see the Mud Club here. This lady, I'm pretty sure, is a stranger and freak. Like I can't think of what she could possibly be serving, other than someone else just capturing her on social media. And this is once again looks like some Thrillbilly Mud Club type of exploits. As you look at the people's feet and clothes, look like they're pretty covered in something, which takes me back to RDR2, where you can actually get wet and get muddy. Um, but then here, most importantly, we see the cops are going to the scene. As we look at, I haven't seen the leaks, but from the leaks, like you get cops are incoming. So if you can get out of there pretty quickly, and look, he has a mask around his neck. You see that? And then the reflection of the cop car in his mirror. That's dope. But him checking the rearview mirror, and then we see Lucia with a mask around her neck as well, with a fistful of cash. And then look at these NPCs driving around the wreckage, where if this was GTA 5, they would all just be piled up. You could throw one sticky bomb and blow all of those guys up. I'm going to fast forward past this guy because he's suing people. I love this. The customization of all of these different bikes. Like, you don't see the same bike twice. Like, you don't see the same bike twice. Like, and this is NPC's bikes. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Banshee up in the top. Here we are with Ride Out Customs again. That's that same PMP from that we saw earlier in the trailer. And then this gentleman with his 4 necklaces that I'm going to take. And now we see Jason and Lucia. It looks like they just did the robbery, as Jason has a fistful of cash. They still have their masks on. And then I want to call out how you can just probably go pick up an E. Cola off the shelf or some chips off the shelf. Like, I love that level of detail, like we could do in Red Dead Redemption. When you went into the shop, you actually picked up the items. I love that. I also love that you can get a white tee. You see them white tees on the top left? That's true gas station. That's how you know you're in a questionable part of town. And then look at this pawn shop, right? This pawn shop is where you get into the fence, right? Like, we have fences. So maybe depending on the level of hotness of the goods, you can probably go to a pawn shop, or you might need to know an actual fence. I love the car physics as well, how they swing in this thing. He goes up on the curb. If they don't change anything from GTA 5, they can leave the car physics alone. Like, I feel like they were perfection out here in Port Gale for sure. And then we have the scene where they look at each other in the eyes, trust, as they got the money from their heist on the nightstand. Look at the painting. You can see the canvas strokes and the paint strokes in that painting right there. That's crazy. And then look, we're flashing back forward. That's the same car on the left that they were fleeing in. You see they got the door open. I wonder if they did it on purpose for a quick escape. But then they kicking in. Lucia with her clothes and Jason with his Beretta. And we mean business as we got our masks on. And then scene, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But I think there's a lot in here that we didn't see from the first time that we were able to see the second time. Now with new eyes, right? I'm gonna do trailer 2 here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But I think there was a lot of good stuff out here that we saw coming November 19th, 2026. Shing. All right, man, I'm super excited about that. I don't know about y'all, but I am turned.